Hey, and welcome to Nick's 10 Minutes Off. Today we're going to dive in and scrape the surface of protein. So let's dive right in. More protein is better. This is a myth. Short answer is no, is not. The body can only absorb 20 to 25 grams of protein per sitting, which is 1 to 2 hours. And overeating protein means extra calories with adding fat weight instead. And here's another myth is that you have to eat meat to get your protein. No, it's not true. All Almost all plants have some sort of protein. I write portion, but it's protein. Some have a lot more, and some have more than most of the meat. Some are not. So you can definitely get enough protein by not eating any meat. Protein is part of the three macronutrients the body needs. That's protein, carbohydrates, and fat. This is three nutrients that we actually need, and called macronutrients. Proteins are the body's building blocks, so it's really important. It's to build muscle, so it's actually the main role is to muscle repair and recovery, as well as building the size, building more muscles. So both from recovery and to build more. Yeah, protein has more functions like to help with hair. Basically, everything in our body is made out of protein, more or less, like hair, nails, and we need a protein. It also helps to transport oxygen through the bloodstream. It's also helpful for metabolism and hormones. So protein is important that we get protein. Protein also, in a weight loss scenario, helps you feel a little bit fuller. Okay, here we have some number of facts. Our daily food intake should consist of about 15 to 20% of protein. 1 gram of protein is about 4 calories, while carbohydrates have 4 calories and fat actually have 9. On a 2,000 calorie diet, we should eat about 50 to 65 grams of protein per day. If we're not like a super bodybuilder, then we can have a lot more. And most of us are actually eating too much. So here you can see you have 0.8 gram to 2 gram per body weight is what you should eat. Okay, so let's go to the next. So here you got two different kind of protein we have. We have plant-based protein and we have animal-based protein. And anything animal is fish, anything that's been living or come from a living creature. So we look here that, there's pretty good protein, but also you have a lot of good protein. And if you look at it, almost actually have the most protein of all the stuff. They're plant-based. Some of them are incomplete. So we're going to go to that next, and I'm going to explain. So the body needs 20 amino acids to be able to build and repair and use for the body. 11 of those the body can produce by itself, so we don't need to eat it. But 9 we need to add. Yeah. So I'm going to move this so I can see. No, doesn't matter. 9 we need to produce. We need to eat to get it. All animal protein have all the 9 amino acids that we need for the protein. Also, a lot of the plant have it as well. But then you come in here that a lot of these ones don't have all the 9. But if you eat a mixed diet, you will get them because you have it in nearly all. Because animals are eating plants, so that's where they get the protein from the beginning. Okay, let's move on. So the body can absorb 20 to 30 grams per sitting, meaning 1 to 2 hours. So here's the deal, that more is not always better. So if you look at it, this is 100 grams of different kind of meats. So 100 grams of chicken, which is a normal chicken breast, is 22. Beef is 27, pork is 29, you have shrimp is there, and salmon is 24. So by eating this massive piece, I'll put this over there, this massive piece of beef, you're not going to be able to absorb it. It's going to take it harder for the body to actually process it. There's going to be probably a lot of fat, and something like that would have so much fat as well. So you don't have to just pack your meals full of like 4 or 5 kilos of chicken or something like that. It's not going to help. It's better to eat more often. If you need a lot of protein, it's better to eat more often. Okay, let's move on. So let's talk about eggs, because eggs have such a bad name, right? That somehow they got like, oh, there's so much fat, there's so much this. And in my fat video, you're going to see how good they are. I give you examples. But here what you have is it's highly nutritious. Whole eggs are so rich, it's actually supplying almost every nutrition you need. There's a few more, but actually it's like it's packed in a perfect form. It supports heart health. It's actually getting your bad cholesterol down, which I'm not going to go into here. It's have full of nutritions. They have such a betadine and choline, I think it is. It may support eye health. It may support weight management, and it's absolutely packed with nutrition. So if you haven't seen it yet, go in and watch my video about fat, where I will go in more about egg. Oh, sorry. And here's another thing, which is, let's take this myth away. It doesn't matter if the egg is white or if it's brown. It's the same. But here we can see how much it is. It's a very, very low calorie. We get quite a lot of protein. It's just perfect balance of fat. We have good cholesterol and just a little bit of sodium. And it's just packed with nutrition, guys. So this is something that you can really, really eat. Okay, so let's go for this was a fast one, but let's go to my final thoughts. Most of us, we don't actually have to worry so much about getting enough protein as long as we eat a healthy balance of whole cooked food. There is plenty of protein in a lot of vegetables. Like oats is packed with it, and it's a lot of it. If you think you need to add more protein into your diet, I hear a lot of people and they come to me and they ask, oh, I want to have some protein powder. Oh, I need some protein powder. Oh, I need to add some protein. First, learn how much protein you're actually eating at the moment. Get a simple macro counter, for example, MyFitnessPal, or eat this much. There's plenty out there, but get one and learn how much you actually are eating protein. Maybe you don't need more protein. Maybe you're eating enough from your normal food, which is a better way. Because look at it, protein powder is processed. And protein powder by itself tastes like crap. Trust me, I tried it. So they must add flavors. And flavors quite often means that they add sugar and other chemicals that we don't want to eat. So make sure if you're going to get some supplements, should only be for supplementing. It should not be for our main food. Okay? If you eat too much protein and it does not get used, it will be stored in the body as fat. Same as carbs, same as fat we eat. Okay, so that's all for me this time. I hope you enjoyed it.